Hello everyone. So in this video, we're going to see about Spring Boot global exception handling. So we're going to use a main annotation called controller advice that is going to advise the controller on each and every exception which are happening in our application. This is going to be a simple topic and it's not going to take much time. So let us jump into the project. The project which I'm going to use is the initial project which we created to retrieve all the employees and to save an employee detail. So let us consider there is an exception happening in this method, in like either of this method, and that has to be handled by our exception handler. So before we're gonna like creating the exception handler, let us hit the URL and see what's happening. So it's retrieving all the details. So let us go to our project and create the package. New. I'm gonna create a package called form.input.demo.exception. So exception. So I'm going to create a class named demo exception handler. So this is going to be our exception handler, which is going to act as our global exception handler. So I'm going to like annotate this with controller advice. Okay, so this is coming under the Spring Framework annotation package. So I'm going to create a method called so let's say I'm going to handle all the top level exceptions, and I'm just going to return a string for that top level exception class. So what I have to do is I just have to create a method. Let me create a method, private catch global exception. Okay, so this is going to be our method. So what it is going to return as a request body is response body is body as a string. Okay, it's just going to return as let me import the response body. I'm going to return exception catched. Okay, that's it. So to make Spring Boot understand that this method has to be called only when exception, I mean like the top level exception happens. So to do that, I'm going to annotate with exception handler, and I'm going to pass the exception dot class. Okay, so with this, the Spring Boot will know that whenever there is an exception happening, this exception is happening in our application, so this particular method will be called. Okay, so let me save this. So, and to make this exception, I'm gonna go to our controller. I'm just gonna throw directly an exception. Let me save it, and let me go here and let me save. That's it. We got the string which you know we return inside our global exception handler. Okay, so we can also create a custom exception class. So let me say that the custom exception response. Let me create a exception response class under this. So let me create Puja. So which will have long. Let me see, private long um, error code, private string error message, private string URI. Okay, so let me create a getter and setter, create a constructor using fields, constructor using fields which will have all these parameters, and let me create setters, getters. Okay, all getters, generate. So that's our class. So this is going to act as our sorry, Control Shift I. Good. Format this document. Okay, let it be. I'm gonna save it. Then I'll go here and I'm gonna take a parameter called exception. So that's gonna be our class exception, and servlet request. It's gonna be our request. Okay, I'm gonna import this. Append, import it. Okay, so I'm gonna return new exception response. I'm gonna say this is 100. Sorry, here, not here. So this is gonna be 100. Take this from exception dot get message request dot URI. Okay. So with this, so what we are doing is there may be UI which is consuming this web service and this method. So that methods that UI may be requiring this error code, the custom error code, which are with application specific error codes, so that this custom response, whatever we are passing, will help you know displaying a particular message with respect to the application. Okay, let me send this. There you go. You can see the error code, and there is no error message. Let me see. Uh, get localized error message. Let's see what happens. There you go. We don't have any error message. Um, Probably what we can do. This does not have any message. Probably you can uh, throw your own message saying that top level exception occurred. Okay, and let me save this and send it. See here that we got the error message, and if you look at the status, it is still 200. It is not supposed to be. So we have to change the HTTP, the response status. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna assign this HTTP status dot. It may be internal server. Okay, if you want to throw this, you have to assign it to a value equal to this. Let's save this, and there you go. It is up. That's done. If you look at now, it is 500. So this is a very simple way, how the global exception is handled. You can also experiment the same with your custom exception and also with many other exception like resource not found or anything else, whatever exception are there in for getting thrown your application. Um, that's it from this video. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Uh, for further videos, please comment in the comment box. So whatever videos you would like in my future, I'm ready to post you all those. Thank you, and we'll see in next video.